everyone, today's video is going to be an update on my weekly product pan. So every single week I randomly pull one item from my collection, use it all week, decide do I still like it, do I still want to keep it, is it as good as I remember, am I over it, you know, the typical thing, and just get some use out of my products because I do have a really large collection and I think it's really important to be trying to at least a little bit cycle through everything I have and really get use out of everything. So last week I drew my Urban Decay full spectrum palette and I do really like this palette. Whenever I think about it, I'm excited about it. I know I've got a lot of good colors in here. I do wish there was a little bit more neutral because sometimes I get so overwhelmed with all the colors and I know I want to use them, but I find it hard to get a complete rounded out look without running into another palette, which I don't really mind doing, but that's what I have to do. So I drew this shade called Minx, and it is what's in my outer corner. I've used it, I think I wore makeup every day this week, if I remember. So there it is. It is a beautiful, deep navy, but I feel like you can see on my lids, it still pulls blue. Sometimes I find that darker shades like this just end up looking black on the lids, but this one doesn't. It definitely still pulls blue. I do really like it. I'm really excited because I did use a lot of shades. I didn't use every single one. I used all of these, all the blues, these two greens, these two yellows, this orange, this pink. So I used a lot of this palette. I will say I learned this Metamorphosis shade in this palette is terrible. I don't like it. I tried it my first day. I was using this palette and it just didn't go well. But everything else I've really enjoyed using. As far as usage of the palette, I don't think anything's really got a dip. This Minx shade definitely looks more used than it did before. You know, I don't think this looks pristine. It doesn't look like it's never been touched, which is good. But I wouldn't say that anything's really got a dip in it. But that's okay. It's gotten used and that's the goal. So, still really excited about this palette and I still do want to keep it in my collection. So, I feel like people get really weirded out when people itch inside their ears. But like humans' ears itches. I don't know. I don't get that. But whatever. All right, so I will go to my entire makeup collection Excel spreadsheet. Every single thing is listed individually, and I have 1,398 items. So I'll be generating, and I got 1,238. Is it just me, or does it seem like I always get things near the second half of my spreadsheet? 1,238. Okay, here we are. Okay, that's exciting. So this is not an eyeshadow. I pull a lot of eyeshadow, which does make sense because I would say about half of my collection or so, maybe a little more, is actually eyeshadow, so it makes sense. But I didn't this time. I pulled from the Mally. What am I doing? This looks wrong. Okay. No, it's fine. Sorry, just had to look. So I pulled from the Mally, Elsa, and Anna collection. So this was a Frozen collection they came out with about 2 years ago, and I really liked it. And I drew the the Anna blush and highlighter wand is what I have. So that's this one, in the shade Dreaming Blush. I almost used this today. I really did. So this is a nice cream blush. It is warm toned. I've got that much left. I don't think I'm gonna use this up or anything by any means in the next week, but I will definitely use it. It's a nice orangey corally warm tone blush, so that's good. I can you know, figure out what I want to do as far as that's concerned, kind of figure out my look around that. So I'll be using that for a week. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I'm excited to have pulled this and getting to use it again. And yeah. So I will update y'all next week and see if I still like it. In my head, I still really like that product and I think I'll be keeping it, but we'll just see if that's still true. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below and I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.